Research ethics are principles that should guide all academic research involving human participants to ensure that it respects the dignity, rights, and welfare of everyone involved. The cornerstone of these is the principle of informed consent, which ensures that all participants understand the purpose of the research and what it entails. It is essential that you provide participants with a form which outlines these details, so that you can obtain their written approval before proceeding with the collection of data. Unless such permission is given, observational research will be acceptable only in situations where participants would reasonably expect to be observed. Cultural expectations should be considered in this matter too. Always consider the cultural norms and values of those involved both in the observation stages and in the presentation of your findings. Be mindful of any language that you use and make sure that your work does not perpetuate stereotypes, stigmas, or discrimination. Indeed, this is part of a wider principle regarding the avoidance of harm. Social science research should seek to protect its participants from present or future harm by eliminating all foreseeable threats to well-being, health, or personal dignity. Any potential risks of harm, whether they are physical, psychological, or emotional, should be carefully assessed and minimized. One way of doing this is to ensure that all personal information obtained from your participants is handled confidentially and that their identities are not revealed without permission. It's important to anonymize data using pseudonyms or ID numbers and securely store it in a way that prevents unauthorized access. Participants should have the right to privacy, meaning they can refuse to answer any questions or withdraw from the study without penalty. Researchers are expected to be honest and transparent in all aspects of research, from the design stage to the reporting of findings. This means avoiding any fabrication of results, manipulation of data, or plagiarism. Needless to say, withholding information or misleading participants is totally unacceptable. Participants should be provided with enough information to understand the nature of the project in which they are participating, and whenever possible should be debriefed on its output and results. Relevant in this regard is the principle of reciprocity. Your research should ideally offer the participants or their community something beneficial in return, even if it is just new knowledge or insights about a particular issue, although it could also be something more tangible such as related training or resources. Finally, make sure that you are always accountable in your practice, both to the participants themselves, but also to your fellow researchers and wider society. Research should be undertaken responsibly and follow any laws, regulations, or professional standards that might be applicable. It is important to think of these principles not as a series of boxes to be ticked, but as fundamental aspects of research that should guide you through every step of your project. You should reflect on the ethical considerations of what you are doing at each and every stage, and make sure to discuss them with your supervisor if you have any uncertainty. Good luck, and always remember to make research ethics a top priority.